There you are, my foolish little pet. Did you really think I wouldn't notice? How amusing. Every corner of this villa belongs to me, every shadow, every breath taken within these walls. You thought you could keep it hidden, didn't you? That you would stay out of sight, out of mind. But I see you, pet. I always see you. You've been careful, haven't you? Moving quietly, staying out of my way, thinking that if you were small enough, silent enough, that I might forget you. But I don't forget, and I don't overlook mistakes. Every beat of your heart, every flicker of fear, I know them as well as I know my own. And now, here you are, cornered, just as I knew you'd be, trembling before me, waiting for the inevitable. I can feel your fear. It's thick and suffocating. It's written all over you. The tension in your muscles, the shallow breaths, the way your eyes dart around as if looking for an escape that doesn't exist. You know there's no escape. Not from me. That cold dread seeping into your bones, that gnawing panic tightening in your chest. You know what's coming, don't you? You've dared to believe that you could stay beneath my notice, that your service could be anything less than perfect, that you might avoid my scrutiny, but you're wrong. You've forgotten just how easily I can strip you of everything. Your peace, your pride, your very will. You've forgotten who you belong to, who owns you. But I'm here to remind you. And now, I'm sure your mind is racing, wondering what I'll do, how I'll make you pay for thinking you can hide from me. Are you imagining it? The pain, the humiliation, the agony, the torment, the way I'll break you down, piece by piece. You're probably thinking about the lash, about the sting of a whip slicing across your skin. Or maybe you're envisioning the cane, the bruises that would bloom under every strike, each one a reminder of your mistake. But no, that would be too easy, too straightforward. I prefer something more exquisite, something that lingers long after the pain fades, something that seeps into your very soul. I could burn my name into your flesh. I could brand you so that every time you see yourself, you're reminded of who owns you. Or I could lock you in shackles, starve you, force you to crawl, weighed down by cold metal, reduced to nothing more than an animal sleeping in your own filth. Still, part of me wonders, should I punish you right here, in front of everyone? Look around. So many eyes on you. So many watching, waiting to see what I'll do next. They're curious, you know. It's been a long time since I've punished anyone. They want to see how I'll break you, how I'll make you cry out in front of them. Imagine it. The humiliation being reduced to nothing in front of every guard, every servant, every slave, every noble passing by. I could make you scream so loud they could hear you in the marketplace, make you beg so beautifully they'd talk about it for a century. I could make you hurt here, where everyone can see just how pathetic you are. But no, that would be merciful, wouldn't it? To let you break where others can see, where you can find some solace in all that tension. No, I think I want to savor this, to make it last. I want to hear you beg for relief that won't come. I want to see you driven mad by the sensations I'll inflict. I want you to suffer. Not just in body, but in your very mind, when no one else can witness your breaking but me. The fear in your eyes, the way your heart is pounding, I can feel it. And it excites me. Because deep down you understand what's about to happen. You know I'm about to punish you to the very edge of sanity. And the best part is, you know you deserve it. You've disappointed me, and now you will pay the price. Follow me, pet. It's time we continue this lesson in my chambers, where I can give you the attention you've been so desperately trying to avoid. Let's see how much you can endure. And remember, there's no escaping what's coming. Not now. Not ever. Come along now, pet. You've kept me waiting long enough. The others are watching, wondering if you'll try to run, if you'll make a scene. But we both know you won't. You wouldn't dare. You know the rules, don't you? When I call, you come. When I command, you obey. It's simple. And yet, here we are, with you trembling at the thought of what's about to happen, knowing that you disappointed me. You've earned every bit of what's coming. Imagine how they would talk if I decided to discipline you right here in front of everyone. The rumors, the whispers, the lingering looks sliding across your body. I want this moment, our first moment together, to be intimate, drawn out, where I can savor every plea, every broken whisper, everything. All of you. You've disappointed me. And that demands a personal touch. This isn't just about punishment, my dear. It's about control. My control over you. Over every thought, every breath, every inch of your flesh. Hurry now, pet. Don't hesitate. Every second you delay only deepens your debt to me. It's time for you to remember your place, to understand exactly how much power I have over you. And once we're alone, with no one but the walls to witness your submission, we'll see how far I can push you. You'll endure it, of course. They always do. I think I'll make sure the lesson is burned into that pretty little mind of yours, so deep that you'll never think of straying from me again. Because, my dear pet, by the time I'm finished with you, there will be no room left in your thoughts for anything but me. Kneel beside me, pet. Yes, just like that. There we go. You've never faced my punishment before, have you? That little flinch as I touched your head tells me everything I need to know. You've pictured the whip, the bruises, the cane. You pictured me. You imagined my anger, my fury, the physical pain, the mental anguish. You pictured me making you crawl, didn't you? How I could force you to debase yourself in ways that would strip away every last shred of dignity. No. But you never pictured this, did you? My hand running through your hair, my nails on your scalp. Tonight we're doing something different. You'll serve me, not with screams or pleas. No, tonight I want your hands on me. Start with my shoulders. There, slow, gentle. Yes, just like that. You feel that tension there? That's what I carry every day. The weight of this cursed life. It's been so long since I've let anyone close enough to really feel that, to understand. You know, pet, sometimes I dream of something more than this existence. A life far from here, where I'm not bound by the chains of power, where I don't have to be the unyielding matron mother everyone fears. Right. Imagine a place, pet, where the sun touches the ground, where the air is warm and sweet. Imagine it, a small cottage, perhaps, on the surface. Yes, the surface, where the world isn't shrouded in eternal darkness. Can you picture it? A place where I could wake up to the sound of birds, instead of the whispers of scheming priestesses, where the only thing I have to command is a garden, and the only battles I face are with the weeds that threaten my flower bed. In that life, there'd be no need for whips or chains, no need for the constant reminder of who holds power. I would not have to spend my days proving myself worthy of being matron of House Dovry, proving my strength to those who watch me like vultures. waiting for the slightest hint of mercy so they can swoop in and tear me apart. Instead, there would be peace. A real peace, not the cold, empty kind that comes after a victory in the Underdark. But a quiet, gentle peace where I can let down my hair, where I can breathe. Can you imagine it? Waking up in the morning, sunlight streaming through the windows, warming my skin. I'd rise from a bed that doesn't feel like a battlefield, and instead of armor, I wear something soft, something that whispers across my skin instead of grating against it. You'd be there, of course. You'd wake at my side, no longer fearing what the day might bring, but looking forward to it. You'd serve me still, but not out of fear. No, out of something deeper, something gentle. You'd tend to our home, our little sanctuary, and I'd watch you with a smile instead of a sneer. And at night, instead of plotting and scheming, instead of wondering who I'll need to punish next to maintain my hold on power, we would sit together and we'd talk. Or maybe we'd just sit in silence, the only sound being the crackle of a fire or the wind rustling through the trees outside. I'd forget about the matron mothers, the constant need to dominate, to control. And you, pet, you'd forget about the punishments, the fear of stepping out of line. I'd just be Adira. Not Mistress Adira, not Ilhares Dovri, just Adira. And you wouldn't just be a slave at my bath, at my side. You'd be you. We'd both just be as we are. But that's just a dream, isn't it? A fantasy. Because here, this is the real world. And I can't afford to show weakness. If I did, if the others ever found out that I long for something soft, something kind, they would destroy me. Lolth herself would destroy me. The others, they'd call me weak. They'd say I lost my edge, that I'm unfit. And you know what they would do? They'd strip everything from me. Turn me into the very thing I fought so hard not to become. A pawn. A plaything for their cruelty. They'd laugh as they broke me. Just as I've broken so many others. But you, I haven't broken you, have I? You told me once. You said you wanted that life, didn't you? I've thought about it so many times. A life away from all this. When I purchased you, I didn't expect that from you. I thought you were like the rest, so used to the darkness that you couldn't see beyond it. You couldn't imagine anything else, but I was wrong. There's more to you than I thought at first. Maybe you understand me. If only it were possible, right? To walk away from it all, to leave the chains behind. That's not our world, pet. No, this world demands strength, requires punishment, asks that I break others before they can break me, and yet I still can't help but wonder if we could find a way. If we could make that dream a reality, would you still serve me? By choice? Would you choose to be mine, even in a life so far removed from this one? That's enough, pet. Your touch is soothing, but for now, let me lose myself in this fantasy, even if it's just for a moment. Let us imagine, just for tonight, that there's a world where we could be more than we are. A world where my touch doesn't bring pain, where my voice doesn't carry command. A world where we could simply be together, in peace, without the fear of what tomorrow might bring.